Today I'm going to show you how to make frittata. This is a very short video because it's a very quick dish to make. We start with 4 eggs. I break them into a separate bowl and then add them to the main bowl in case there's a problem with one of the eggs. Then I whisk them together. I clean the bench then because I don't want to get raw egg on any other dishes. So now we add half a cup of self-raising flour. I only have plain flour, so I'm going to add half a cup of plain flour plus 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So to make self-raising flour, we use half a cup of plain flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Whisk that in until there are no lumps. If there were lumps in my baking powder, I would have sieved that. This quantity makes enough for a 30cm flan dish. If it's labelled in inches, that will be a 12-inch flan dish. And I've greased the flan dish and turned on the oven. Now we add 1.5 cups of milk and mix that in. This is our basic mixture. And now we're going to add vegetables or other ingredients that will add more flavour. You do need something that has a bit of flavour here. A very basic frittata can just use half a cup of defrosted frozen spinach and some cheese, and that's really the simplest. That's what I've got here. This is just frozen spinach that I've defrosted, and I'm scooping it in rather than pouring it because there's a little bit of liquid in the bottom and I don't want to add any extra liquid to the batter. Now I also have some cooked chopped potatoes left over, so I'm going to add those. And because we like corn, I'm adding some frozen corn. You do want something with a bit of flavour though. The cheese that I'm adding here is half a cup of cheese, and you want a really strong flavoured cheese if you're only adding that amount. You could add more cheese, you could use grated zucchini. If you like ham or bacon, you could add chopped ham or bacon or some other sort of meat. Cooked sweet potato would be nice. Some cooked mushrooms. I'd cook them first because they will lose a lot of liquid into the frittata while they're cooking otherwise. Now this goes into an oven 45 minutes and here it is cooked. When it first comes out, it's a bit puffed. That does go down as it sits. So we serve it up. This is pretty much a complete meal on its own if you add plenty of vegetables, but it is nice to have something fresh tasting with it. So you could cook a vegetable to serve with it. Here I've got broccoli. If I hadn't have put potatoes in it, I may have cut up some potatoes into wedges and baked them at the same time as the frittata and served it with potato wedges. The broccoli is green and so is the frittata, so it's probably not the best vegetable to go beside it. A salad would be nice. And here I've got chopped tomato and avocado and some chopped basil. Or you could do both the salad and the broccoli.